Hey everyone, it's Elizabeth. This video is going to be my top 10 favorites from OPI. I've already made a video like this for Zoya, China Glaze, and Essie, so OPI was next on the mainstream list. So I'm going to walk you through my top 10 favorites from OPI and why, so hopefully you will enjoy this video, and let's get right into it. My first favorite is OPI Nail Envy. This is a nail strengthener, so it's not going to harden your nails and make them so hard that they're going to crack and break, but it's going to strengthen them. If you have any peeling or dryness on your nails, it's going to completely cure that. Especially in the winter time, I suffer from dry, brittle nails. They can crack and peel all the time, but ever since I started using OPI Nail Envy, it's completely healed my nails. I use it all the time as a base coat, not just in the winter, but all year round, and it really has made a difference with my nail growth and the health of my nails. My next favorite is Sweetheart, and I feel like this is a very underrated polish. I don't know that a lot of people talk about this one, but I really love it. It's a very soft baby pink polish, and it's a little bit on the sheer side. And I'll be honest, the first coat of this polish isn't amazing. It is rather streaky, and it is meant to be more of a sheer based polish, but that first coat is really streaky, so you wouldn't be able to wear this one just as a sheer polish. The second coat, however, completely transforms the polish into an almost completely opaque but still semi-sheer polish, and if you did want this one like completely fully opaque without being able to see your nail line at all, you could do 3 coats, but for me, I love doing 2 coats, and I just feel like it's a very unique finish because I don't have a lot of nail polishes that are this kind of like semi-sheer, semi-opaque finish. I just really like it. I think it's a really great natural shade, very professional, and I think it looks great on the nails, and if you are looking for a nice neutral polish, I really love this one. Alpine Snow is just a tried and true classic polish from OPI. I've probably been through 3 or 4 bottles of Alpine Snow since I started 6 years ago doing nail art on my YouTube channel and Instagram. It is just the perfect base for nail art. So 1 coat and you can see that it's almost completely opaque, which makes it great for doing water marbling and ombre or gradient designs, because a lot of times when you're doing designs like that, you want a nice white base, but you don't want to have your nail polish super thick, so just using 1 coat of a white nail polish underneath is really helpful when you're doing nail art, but you also want that 1 coat to be really opaque so you're not able to see your nail at all. And you can see that this one just has a fantastic formula. It's not streaky, it's not super sheer, it just is a tried and true polish, and I stand by it. I love it, and I love the brush on OPI as well, so you're really able to paint your nails really nicely with a wider brush. Am What I Amethyst is such a stunning periwinkle shade, and it's one of my favorite nail polish colors to wear on my nail pretty much all year round. I just think it looks so stunning. The issue I have with this polish is that the formula is rather thin, and it does require 3 coats to become completely opaque, but because the polish does have a more thin formula, it doesn't take a super long time to dry, so you're not waiting around for your layers to dry because you do need 3 coats. This polish has also been featured in my light blue polish comparisons video, and I will link that in the top right hand corner of your screen if you would like to check that video out and see how this polish compares among similar polishes in my collection. I compared it with some China Glaze and some Zoya, so if you'd like to see that video, be sure to click that card. But like I said, I just think it's such a beautiful polish, and it's been one of my favorites for years, even though that I think there are polishes out there with better formulas that are very similar to this color. I just feel like the OPI one is just such a classic in my collection, and I love putting it on every time because I just think it's such a beautiful shade, and I love the way it looks on my nails. This polish is called Meet a Boy Cute as Can Be, and it's very much a lemon lime shade. I'm obsessed with polishes like this for the summer especially, and this one is very similar to Essie Gelato, and I think in my next color comparisons video I'll try to feature those 2 side by side. I think this one is just so perfect for summer, and I love the way that it looks on my nails, and that's the one thing about these favorite videos that I've been making. These are all my favorites, so I would love to know what your favorites are, because my favorites are very much personalized to me and my tastes and what I like to see on my nails. But I would love for you to comment in the comments what your favorites are from OPI, or just what your favorite nail polishes are in general, or the colors that you like to wear, because I'd love to know, because I think it's so fun that there are so many nail polish colors out there, and there's something for everyone, and there's also something not for everyone. There are polishes that a lot of people might not like, so I would love to know what you guys like. That being said, even though this polish does require 3 coats, I think that it's so worth it because the color is just absolutely beautiful. Gelato On My Mind is another classic OPI shade, and this was also featured in that light blue polish comparisons video. So again, if you want to check that out and see how this polish compares to others very similar to it. This one again requires 3 coats because the formula is a bit thin. I do think that the final color that is revealed at the end after 3 coats is totally worth the extra effort. But if you'd like to see polishes that might have a better formula or that are similar to this polish, definitely check out that comparisons video. But this one, again, because the formula is rather thin, the coats dry super fast, so you're not waiting around very long for your nails to dry. But of course, doing an extra coat does take a little bit more time to do. That being said as well, again, I just think it's such a beautiful color, and these are some of my favorite polish colors to wear just of all time. I think that, again, they look really nice on my skin tone. I think they're super fun for spring and summer as well, and I could also use this one in the winter if I was doing any sort of like winter nail art. So this polish is very versatile, and I think it's so beautiful. My Vampirist Buff is a really great neutral polish, and I think this one is more of a sentimental favorite for me because this was one of my first neutral polishes that I ever owned, and it was also one of my first OPI polishes that I ever owned, so it just is special to me in that regard. The formula honestly isn't the best. It is a little bit on the sheer side, so again, just like the others that I just swatched, they are going to require 3 coats, but it is worth it because it is such a beautiful nude shade. However, I do think that there probably are better nude polishes out there, and in the very near future I'm going to be swatching all of my nude polishes side by side to compare all the formulas and see which ones are good for my skin tones and see what ones might be good for other people's skin tones. So that is a video that is happening soon, but this polish is a really great nude neutral shade for a professional setting, and honestly, looking at it now, you probably could get away with 2 coats if you wanted, but I am a little bit picky and I could still see some bald spots, so I wanted to do 3 coats. Big Apple Red for me is such a classic staple shade to have in your collection if you're looking for a really nice red and you really love OPI polishes. This is probably going to be the way to go. I did just post my red polish comparisons video where I compared 15 red nail polishes, and Big Apple Red was featured in that video. So if you would like to check that one out, you can click the card at the top right hand corner of your screen. But you can see this one swatched. It has a fantastic formula. It is completely opaque in 2 coats, and it is just such a classic, beautiful red nail polish. I do kind of tend to wear more neutral polishes most of the year, but every once in a while I'm feeling a really bold, bright red manicure, and I never regret it, and this is most of the time the one that I reach for because, again, like I said, I just feel like it's a very classic shade. Suzi the Arctic Fox is a very deep blurple shade, so kind of a mix of blue and purple. This first coat you can definitely see the blurple coming through, and the first coat does look a little bit streaky, but the second coat makes it completely opaque. The only problem with my camera is that the second coat makes this polish look black almost, but it's definitely not. It is one of those polishes that is going to kind of look black on your nails from further away, but if someone's more up close, they can definitely pull out those blue and purple tones. But unfortunately, my camera makes it look a bit darker than it really is. But I love this one for the fall and winter. I wear it all the time, and I love polishes like this in the more cold seasons because I love wearing dark nail polish. My final OPI favorite is Turn on the Northern Lights, and this was such a unique polish in my collection. I thought it was so beautiful having that royal blue kind of jelly base with those fuchsia shimmers in there. I just think it's so stunning. And again, this polish looks a little bit sheer on that first coat, but 2 coats does make it completely opaque, and it is just a really unique shade and something that I really wasn't expecting from OPI at the time, because a lot of times they were just more of like that basic mainstream brand. They weren't really venturing out to create super unique colors like this, so I was really excited to get this one, and I think it's so pretty. That's it for my OPI favorites video. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, be sure to give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel if you haven't already, because I am getting really close to 10,000 subscribers and I would love if that could happen by the end of summer. Also, let me know if we have any similar OPI favorites. I would love to know what your favorites are from OPI, and like I said earlier in the video, just what your favorite polished colors to wear are in general. I love to learn what you guys love too. So hopefully you enjoyed this video, and I will see you in my next one. Bye.